Welcome to
Shenanigans!
It's so crazy seeing you for the first time today.
Wow. I've never talked to you guys before.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so
even?
much for joining us. We're very excited to jump into tonight's episode. Before we jump into that, we got a quick announcement.
We have a sponsor again. Tonight we're sponsored by the Narrative Universe.
The universe of narrative.
Yeah, so if you missed our announcement last week, the Narrative Universe, it's a text-based TTRPG that you can play on Discord at your convenience with a professional GM. Narrative Universe is a pay-to-play system, but tonight and the next couple of nights that we're sponsored by them as well, they're giving away 1 week free trials to anyone who comments on this live stream.
All of you
yes.
in there that's already commented.
Small
You got
text.
it.
You got to be 18 or older to play, and you can't play with any of the GMs currently on the server. But that's really all the small text there is. So head on over to Discord, claim that prize. Their Discord. If you come to our Discord, we'll just shove you to theirs.
Yeah, we've got the QR code right now in the chat, right now on our screen. You can scan it with your phones,
Perfect.
or go to the link that's
The
provided.
link will cycle through every now and then in the comments.
Yep.
Yeah, boy! It's very fun. You
Yeah.
played it.
Yeah, it was super fun.
And from what I've seen, you just drop into Discord, tell them we sent you, and then they plan character creation with you and set up the game.
That's really
So
cool.
it's super
Yeah,
quick.
they work around your schedule. I saw them working with someone in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All
like,
the
that's
way
really
there?
Cool. Yeah. All the way. Wow,
We do
you're
know we
really
have some,
in.
we have some
Like
international
sales
people
pitch.
who watch the show.
I love
so-
commercials, Zach.
Commercials act. That's my favorite. Thank you, Narrative Universe, for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's all we've got. Unfortunately, we did just find out Lauren will not be able to make it to tonight's game, unfortunately, so I will be running her in her stead at that point. But we will still trudge forward nonetheless.
2 PC deaths.
All right.
Becky's doing
With all that being said, I would like you all to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready
Already said it.
for camaraderie.
And Shenanigans.
And shenanigans.
Sad shenanigans.
Sad shenanigans.
Shit.
Wah, wah.
Whoa. All right.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
Wow.
Like a fart in the wind. Let me switch to something.
Yeah. Well, I got a little more room tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Spread
Ooh,
out,
I'm a spread.
Jesus, those are short shorts.
I can see everything.
Wait, I'm flashing back to something.
I'm glad.
Now I
That
get
was
to
when
see
he was in the
thigh.
robe.
Oh, yes.
God damn.
You're so white.
I don't tan that area of myself.
Zach's the most tan out of all of us.
Yes, the sun with the Speedo. Previously, on the Obsidian Winds adventures, you'd found yourself trudging forward to finally take on and face Gregor and Victor. Having made your way to Mython Unkra's tomb and deciding to cross the chasm towards the beam of energy that emitted from that massive mountain. You had a scrape with the Fierce Stalker, owned by Gregor. Defeated it pretty handedly, but not before it knocked Kailas out of his own Fierce Stalker form, and you all descended
Right.
into the chasm below. But with the amount of flight at your disposal, you were able to catch air and move forward, stealthily making your way towards the entrance of this mountain cave opening. You were eventually met by a natural 20 from Kailas' perspective, and notice Victor hovering right above you, the beholder head taking shape and form and descending down to you. Before any words could be exchanged, Kailas teleported and blasted off a few eldritch blasts, and fighting commenced. Gregor off in the distance, seemingly focused and preoccupied on something before him, and in front, a massive black stone, at least 1,000 feet high. Combat ensued on this narrow bridge, and you found yourself in a bit of a difficult situation with Victor's anti-magic snap causing a lot of your magical abilities to dampen, at least for 6 seconds.
Yeah, fucking A, man.
Really hampering 2 of our major casters as well.
Fuck my shit up too.
And the range on it was
Crazy.
120 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was brutal.
120-foot cone.
Ugh.
The party inadvertently kind of split as 4 individuals made their way towards Gregor and also Glenn, who seemed to have had his mind ripped from his head. Not before Kylus revealed to the lot that it was indeed an illusion placed over him by Victor.
after I killed
After
brutally. Yeah.
mangled limbs and 2 sigils
Mango limbs.
pulled from his body and adhering itself to Kylus. The fight continued. Gregor seizing an opportunity rather than opening the gate, which he could have easily done. His greed got the better of him, and he decided to take Kylus' sovereignty, and they entered a struggle. Meanwhile, Nesta and Frognan practically soloing Victor, keeping him preoccupied and busy. Crimson Starlight and Nesta making quite a pair up there.
I want to see that animated.
Yeah.
During
Oh,
that
just the 2 of
struggle,
them.
oh yeah.
Just going at
During
it.
that struggle, I like to think that Nesta kind of like dual wields
Yeah.
when Crimson Starlight's around.
Yeah.
It's like
Uh,
shield, sword, and then like
Yeah, just kind of like a
gravity.
floating- Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. The struggle continued with Gregor, but his time with his own sovereignty gave him a bit of an edge, and he was able to pull Kylus' sovereignty from him, acquiring the gold extensions of the veins down his neck. He quickly tried to make his way back to the soul gem, but not before Kylus said that this was enough, and unloaded one of his most powerful spells, a high-level Scorching Ray, incinerating Gregor and tossing his body to the side. Meanwhile, Victor decided to continue forward with the plan, and moving over to the gemstone, the soul gem, wanted to continue breaking it. Kylus deciding to sacrifice some of the magical items, magical energy, to repair this stone, but Victor's abilities and powers were matching Kylus' sacrifices. And then in that moment, he realized something he had to do. Sacrifice it all. And in a moment of reflection, was willing to give in. But not before a magical promise set up by his own mother. The professor, feeling the pull of Kylus' intentions and promising his sister to keep him safe, teleported and took the brunt of the sacrifice instead. The professor falling to the ground, the gemstone repaired, and Wolfgang administering the final blow to his own grandfather. The professor lays there, dead. His sigil, not having been struck down by anyone, remains vibrating violently, floating over his corpse, just within range of plenty of you. The stone still floats in the center of the gate, which is now beginning to reveal itself, seemingly have been translucent or invisible due to certain magics. And it is in that space that we come back.
I didn't realize we actually had to play today.
That music was timed
I know, it's
really
timed
well.
Oh no! God damn it! This is so intense
Okay.
already.
Just out of my own curiosity,
Yes.
how did the professor's death look? Did it like he just like turn white and fall to the ground, or did like his life?
Yeah,
get
it
sucked out
wasn't
of him?
fairly gruesome or anything. It was just kind of you saw the light fade, the cold begins to take to his cheeks, and he
Okay.
Serious black.
fell backwards. Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
Okay.
Very, very serious black.
Oof.
Hitting the ground, and the sigil almost like it took his soul with it.
And that's basically what we all saw.
Mhm.
As far as he teleports in, because I'm standing like from here to here.
And
What do
he-
I see?
So he had lost concentration on his flight spell. He was falling into the chasm, and it wasn't until you decided to make
Oh
this...
no shit! I forgot
Yeah,
about that part.
Yeah, he was falling to whatever was out there,
Oh, no.
potentially more death.
Jesus.
I didn't realize he was falling to his death.
Yeah, and then he felt that pull of intention and teleported, kind of knocking into Kylus who was kind of pushed off towards you.
Towards me?
I believe so, yeah, because you were on the right-hand side of Kylas
I think so.
initially,
Okay,
and
so
then
from the left.
yeah, and then he
Alright,
kind of teleported in from that side, knocking Kylas off to the side. Hands place, said his final words to Kylas, and the energy was drained, falling to the ground.
So, setting the scene.
All of us are so hesitant to take action
Yeah.
right now. Like, can you describe this part a little bit more too?
Tell us more. Just tell us what happens. Tell us what we do.
Yes. And then what happens?
Tell us what to do! I don't want to play anymore!
I don't.
I just don't know what to do.
I put my axe through him right after Professor drops. You stab wormy thing.
Ah, yes, I did forget
yeah.
to describe that as well.
And then I'm just.
You're
yeah,
basically
okay.
right. You're like basically
Yeah,
right next
yeah,
to me right now.
the form of Victor had turned into this like massive lump of flesh,
yeah.
and a worm seemed to crawl out of the body. Nesta, noticing it with her keen eyes, came over and skewered it. Not sure entirely of what it was, but probably not a good thing if it came from that
The
massive,
tadpole
yeah,
hunger.
the tadpole hunger.
All right. So just kind of standing there, axe in hand, looking over at the professor's body on the ground and the floating sigil. I kind of like grab Kyle's. It's different because you're standing here,
Yeah.
not next to me.
Right there. Yeah.
What does that mean? What?
He's going.
No, hold on. I walk up to him and put my hand on his chest and put 6 points of lay on hands into him.
The red energy coursing through you, spreading across his body.
I'm gonna jog over there, seeing him do that, and
Kind of check his pulse.
Roll a medicine check.
15.
15. You hold there for 30 seconds. No pulse. And the warmth that is there is starting to fade. As the bitter frost of this mountain is starting to claim this body.
Nesta, bring him back.
Wait, no. You're almost tapped, right? We need to do this right. Grab the soul gem. I think his soul's in there. Channel magic from the soul gem. And then bring him back.
how?
I don't know. Do you need me to identify it? Do you need me to... I'm not sure. He had a sigil. We saw what happened with my father. Take the soul gem and then bring him back.
I'm going to reach out and grab the soul gem.
As you go to reach for it, it's been steadily moving closer to that massive black crystal. As your attention has been focused on the professor,
Oh, that's not good.
it's not moving terribly fast. It's probably at this point maybe 5 feet away from its original spot.
Can I
But
still-
it is currently over a chasm. It's no longer, you can't just walk up to it.
Kyles, can you grab that?
Yeah. Fly over.
You grab it.
Oh.
Whispering enters your ears. Not the same whispering before. This isn't what you had with the sovereignty, but like the soul gem has thought.
I think he can't help but like look into it as he's coming back towards everyone.
Roll a perception check.
21.
21.
19.
Looking inside, you see a swirling mass of energy. This almost doesn't seem crystalline in its form. It's almost like glass, maybe. Though it feels sturdier than that, but you can almost see into it, and you swear you see these stretching masses of faces wailing as they swirl through.
Is he in there?
The faces are more nondescript.
We don't really know. There's so many of them in here.
Souls?
Yeah. Here, you take it.
Give it to Nesta.
I fucking hate this thing.
Okay, I need to do it quick.
Each time you kind of let go and pass it off to the next person, it still keeps wanting to move.
Hmm.
It's not terribly hard to keep it from moving, but it does have a draw.
Okay, holding on to it. I'm gonna, I don't know, touch Professor and hold it and cast Revivify.
I'm gonna put my hand kind of like on yours as well.
Pulling on Lunaris' energy. It is nighttime. The moon is out, though it is not full. It's beginning to wane. It hasn't gotten too far in its waning process, though. You pull on that power, that warm orange energy of the autumnal moon, stretching across his normally autumn form as well, though he seems to be in summer at this point. It stretches. It doesn't feel like anything was drawn from this stone. However this stone works is still a mystery.
Well,
And the professor does not move.
didn't work.
He's on a different plane now.
I don't think he's on a different plane. I think he's inside the vault.
In the vault?
What makes you say that?
I think that's what happens to sigil bearers when they pass away. The vault takes them.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes some amount of sense. They're connected to the vault with the sigils. Okay.
I don't know for sure. That's just
First thing in the
Okay,
morning,
yeah,
we
that-
take off.
That should be our next stop.
Okay.
Before we go, Nesta, can I have it? I'll figure out how to unlock it.
The soul gem?
Yeah. I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. I can save the souls that are trapped between planes. I promise you, I'll do it all according to Lunaris' will. I'll respect those that wish to move on. I just want the opportunity for those whose time hasn't come yet.
I don't think it's hers to give.
Then whose?
Person my grandfather killed to get it. Was that halfling by the name of Pick?
How do we ask them permission?
Couldn't tell you. But
I don't feel good carrying it around.
I'll store it safely.
Okay.
Will it fit in the bag of holding?
It will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
If you place it long way, it will fit.
Yeah. I'll put it in the bag. When we have a moment, I'll spend some time with it. I'll identify it. I've been looking at this ring and this brooch.
Originally ring, now
yes.
brooch.
This brooch has a similar capacity for storage of souls. I think the two might have a similar type of magic. With time, I'll figure out this mystery, and I promise you, I do this to honor those people.
you're not doing this alone. At no point should you have that gem in your hands without one of us with you.
I spend evenings around you. I'll make sure you're present.
I'm more concerned about maybe something taking hold of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll nestle up with you when I do it.
Sounds like a plan.
They worry too much.
What the fuck is that?
it's a voice in his head talking to him.
Fuck you, Dominic. God.
I'll just think back to them. I know. But they have fears. I need to calm them.
Tired of this campaign.
Blow up the world. New character.
New world.
Rocks fall, the world
while this
dies.
conversation is happening, Kairos is just staring at the Professor's body and back up at the sigil occasionally.
So,
Just blanked over.
kind of like looking down now at the professor and the sigil. Well,
Welcome to the club.
you want another one?
As the fresh searing on your chest is just starting to fade.
You dealt the final blow?
I forgot in the moment. I didn't think he was actually Glenn.
Can we get his body? Did it fall into the chasm?
No, he tossed
No.
it forward.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe if his sigils were sewn on. I don't know.
Nessa, you don't got any more.
No. Tapped. If you got Glenn's sigils, then you have 2. I kind of feel like 3's a dangerous target to have on your back. And I'm already cursed with 1.
dangerous either way. I think we need to find a way to get rid of these.
I think we go to the vault.
We can't just leave this hanging around.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take it.
I don't think there should be any new bearers.
I mean, I don't
I'm
want
gonna take it.
You reach out.
You just reach out.
You touch.
That is one way to handle this.
Yeah.
You almost feel your original sigil moves to the side, making extra space. As two.
It's like a bra now.
Yeah, I right when I hit this shape, I went down. I'm done with that. The sigil bra.
Yeah, they look like 2 seashells.
As you inherit the sigil of destruction, you may add it to your character sheet.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should add it to your character sheet.
I mean, this makes more sense.
You are not allowed to die.
Again.
Again.
Once was enough. Oh, yeah, thanks for bringing me back to life, I guess.
No problem.
Thanks for not making Victoria a widower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Technically a widow. Widower is masculine.
True.
I mean, unless...
Thanks, Frogman.
Words mean nothing.
I'm not here to judge. Be who you want to be. I support you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
You have 2 bodies to carry.
what
If you want to bring Glenn.
did we come here for again? What's this portal? Do you know what it is?
The
What does your
gate by
sovereignty
this
tell
point
you?
has
Portal's
officially
gone.
developed, and the gate itself is still there,
Oh.
like the archway that
Yeah.
would normally be, but you could like pass straight through it
I thought
directly
you could
off
only
the edge.
see it if you touched the gem.
Originally,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
but
yeah.
since that whatever ritual
Got
was
it,
happening
okay.
there has faded, whatever was obscuring it originally has since
Got it.
dissipated at this point. So you
Wha-
can now see this craggly, misshapen, blackened stoned archway. Based off of initial sight, it almost seems like it's made out of pure obsidian, and it's got these carvings that are hard to make out exactly what they are, but they seem to stretch from the left all the way to the right.
Is it a language?
Would you like to check it out?
Yeah, if it's Gravish.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
12.
Looking through, gosh, this looks so familiar. You feel like yesterday you could have read this.
Do you share that?
We don't know what it says. I think now that the sovereignty's gone, I can't read it.
Do you want this? I hand out a potion of comprehend languages.
I have one. I don't think I'm the best person to be investigating this. I think you can handle it, Mr. Nand.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to Glenn's body and just kind of sit down next to him.
He's twisted and mangled and broken.
Poor Glenn.
Claw marks in his chest.
I'll take the
I
potion.
mean, he got slammed into the ground twice, so his limbs are like twisted in odd
Ragdoll
directions.
physics.
Yeah, very much so.
I'll take the potion of comprehension. Like that.
Sounds
Shocking.
Minecraft.
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah. Yeah, you drink it. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Is Glenn's fire sword sitting right there?
His blade is next to his body.
I pick it up.
Nice.
No. No.
No.
Advantage?
Wait, no, don't you? You have a buff on intelligence right now.
You
do.
I do!
You do! Good call.
Yeah, but you-
Oh my god, he launched
Nat
it.
20! For a 28.
For a 20.
What a swing!
Holy cow. This is a language you have never seen before, but with the magical effects of the potion and your focusing mind on enhance ability, you don't know what the language is necessarily. You don't know the name of it. That's not something that can inherently come to you, but you do get the general gist of what this was. There is an aspect to this that is transportive and also transmutive. Transmutive in the vein of necromancy. There is an enlightenment that awaits when passing through it.
As in, it will transmute one's physical body.
Potentially, yes.
But there's no way through. It's just like a doorway with nothing.
Yeah, it just seems like it's like a little archway that you can walk under.
Maybe it's good that this is...
It's maybe 7 feet, 8 feet high.
Maybe it's good that this is expired. I think if you go through this when it's active, it changes the being of who you are and
it
sends you
takes you to the Shadowfell.
to the fell, yeah.
Especially with a natural 20 and everything you've heard about Gregor. The Origin Minds, him disappearing into this space, finding enlightenment, and coming out as a changed person. He probably walked through this gate himself at one point and came out different.
Wow.
So the gate to the fell has been opened before?
It seems so. I don't remember. Have you been there?
Walking through it didn't necessarily say it would transport. I'm giving this to you because you got a nat 20, so you're connecting these dots very well. There is a transportive aspect. There is also a transmutive. They're not inherently tied necessarily. Something changes whenever you walk underneath this space. It seems like there was also a way of breaking through planes with this.
Have you been to the Shadowfell before? I don't recall.
I don't remember what I told them.
That's on you, bud.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's on notes.
For a liar character, you should probably take better notes.
Yeah, maybe I should. You know what? I think I told you. I've been
Well,
there before.
well. If it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
Yes, Mr. Nand, I've been there before.
Can you take us there if we need to?
Why
I
would
don't have a way of hopping planes right now.
Why would we need to go to the Shadowfell?
I'm worried that the darkness that fell on your home and maybe my people's home soon could come back.
Yeah, all right. That adds up.
Could collapse the doorway.
So, we have a giant stone and a doorway in front of it. Is that what I'm seeing here?
But we can't use this doorway. Who knows what it'll do to us?
Yeah, I don't want to get Cronenberged. Okay.
We need to figure out Glenn and Phil.
Well,
We can put them in the ring to get them out of here.
I mean, I can carry them both. It's not that big a deal.
Can carry them a day's walk down the mountain.
If I have to.
This is far easier. A ring's much lighter.
What would they wish? Did you know Glenn before?
Bear.
Yeah, how would you know Glenn?
How intimately?
Is she blushing?
Shut up!
It's just cold up here.
It's just over the pants stuff, okay?
A lot of friction.
Got a rug burn.
So,
Frognan, you're familiar with that.
in my culture, you went to the funeral of Will, and normally we put them on a pyre.
And those outside of the temple would wish the same?
Most of the people who are local to Levinza do it as well.
And that's how we handle people here as well.
And I presume with Dr. Professor, we should talk to his sister first, no?
It's not really a secret that Phil and I didn't get along. I don't really know what he'd want.
Well, let's bring them back anyway.
Either way, we go back to town. We take a breather for a night. And either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, we hop on our new ship and go find that vault.
Okay.
See if we can find his body or soul or whatever the hell we're going to do there.
Okay, so before we leave, we try to destroy this arch?
You're interested in possibly using this at some point?
Not this one. No, this one's tainted in some way. I think we should get to the Shadowfell, but not through here.
Okay. How do you propose we destroy this? With my axe?
I think it's fair.
I don't know if we can destroy this.
I
Roll the hit.
11?
11 hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll damage.
Smite.
per damage rules, all structures have sturdy, so you need to deal 10 points of damage or more, and nothing happens.
Do you have
That's it?
the Warhammer, the Demolisher?
You do have a Warhammer that is...
Well, I already rolled this one. So.
That's fine.
16, 17, 18, 23 damage.
23. You destroy a big chunk of this, of the left side of this
That's it?
gate, but it's still
I
connected.
slam my axe on the ground, take out the warhammer, and swing at that.
Roll the hit.
17.
17 hits. Go and roll damage.
Okay, I've never actually swung this weapon before, so...
This is what it's made for.
Is
So
it
roll
two-
all the damage, add it all up, and since it's considered vulnerable, you get to double whatever you've rolled.
And it's
Great.
2d8 because it's a construct or an object.
Yes.
So it's normally it's a 1d8, and now it's 2d8.
Plus your strength.
Oh, good catch.
Nice.
And I'm wielding it one-handed, so I'm going to roll a d10 in your face.
2d10?
Two-handed.
No, well... Oh, sorry.
Two-handed makes it
Yeah,
a
that's
D10.
what I'm doing, yeah. Roll, I'm home, yeah. So a d10 and a d8.
Shield down.
That is 14, 20, and you said double it? 40 damage.
40. That
Nice.
blows out the left side of this. It just begins to crumble away, leaving just maybe like 3/4 of it is still there.
While he's wiping that up, I would like to see if I can investigate the bodies of Gregor and
Hit it again.
Victor.
Over time, you don't have to keep rolling,
I
but
don't want to.
I'm going to pull Glenn and close to Phil.
okay. You were investigating.
The bodies of Gregor and Victor.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
With advantage.
Yes.
Is,
Lasts for an hour, I believe.
Yeah, baby.
Not to be just a real monster here. Glenn's shield isn't around?
And shield is not around.
Not on his
That
body.
was established last.
I know it was, but maybe,
Maybe
I
he
looked
changed his
closer.
mind.
Maybe I looked closer and it was there.
26.
26. Looking over Gregor's charred corpse, you do see off to his side is a mace. This darkened, black, gnarly looking mace that is just kind of laying there.
Bag.
Do you touch it?
Oh,
I do.
God.
The second you touch it, your vision goes dark for a second as something kind of lashes forward, and it's a face. It's a familiar face. It's blue with white curly hair. It's Kylus. And then it's gone.
The Eye of Sauron.
It's in the bag. I'll deal with that tonight with downtime.
That's for therapy.
That's for identify
seeing Kylus'
spells.
face everywhere I go?
With a party near me.
Unpack that later.
Looking over Victor's body, you kind of begin to sift through the goo
Ooh.
of what's left of this
Ivan ooze.
horrible corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Power
Um,
Rangers, nice.
Yeah. It's a good reference.
It's gross, it's gnarly, but you've dealt with some things on this caliber, being a deep gnome.
Have I
in the dark.
ever?
Argan spends a lot of time in the ooze.
And your hand eventually comes in contact with something leather.
A book?
A book.
What do you got there?
Bag of holding. They had some personal belongings. I don't want to look at them right now, but I figured tonight as a party.
I mean, he's doing that in full view of everybody, right?
Yeah, I'm
He
not
didn't
stealthing
stealth,
it.
yeah.
I'm not stealthing it.
Yeah.
The book was the only thing I was interested in.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna transcribe every fucking spell in that book.
across each of them, you find probably 1,000 gold.
Including a
Worth in-
particular 9th level spell.
The wasting.
Mm-hmm.
What the fun? 1,000 gold, you said?
1,000 gold between the two.
I will immediately split that up so each of us gets 200 gold to add to
Okay.
our inventory.
Woohoo! Does anyone need healing?
I'm at 1
Yep.
HP, so
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
Yeah. So everyone's adding 200 gold to their inventory.
I imagine we're hanging out, we're doing things. Short rest here?
You're not resting. You've been actively investigating. You've been destroying gates. It's not resting.
You've been destroying kids.
If we're
I
done
really haven't.
should
I've
we
actually
get-
been trying to open them?
to the mouth of the cave and have a breather there.
There's nothing else in here we want to look at.
I mean, what the fuck is this pillar?
You say pillar, but as you look it up and down, it's not attached to anything. It's simply floating in
Frogman,
space.
it is a free-floating giant stone.
Identify?
There's nothing weird about that at all.
All right. I'll spend 10 minutes and identify it.
How are you reaching it?
You have to touch it.
Yeah, you have to be holding and handling the object as per identify.
Baby carry him, please, for 10 minutes.
You, come here.
Me?
I want a healing hands you.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the woo.
Before
I like to
I
think
fly
that
you up
stuff makes
there,
that sound.
I will drop into the ring and I'll bring Glenn and Phil with me.
Do you, real quick, sorry. Do you still have Twilight Sanctuary up? Technically?
minute.
I think it would have ended by this point.
But enough time for at least topping all of us up with 10
Yeah,
HP.
I would
Okay.
say that's fine.
How
At the
much?
max?
Yeah, whatever she rolls
How much?
for each person.
All right, baby. 11 for you.
For the temp?
Mm-hmm.
I also need to know what you rolled for my healing.
I did healing hands, so you got 8.
It's just a static 8. It's her level.
You got 8. You got 7.
Sitting at a meaty
Then
20
got-
HP right now.
7 as well.
About half my max.
Do you really have 40 something HP?
I have 48. Yeah.
Gross.
Gross. Imagine being a wizard.
Rangoon is 7. I don't know.
Okay.
Couldn't be me.
Could be. Hold on a second.
Give 'em up,
I
Ethan.
gotta
Come
get
on
rid of
now.
some bodies first.
Uppy.
Hide the bodies. Come on now. Let's go.
I'll bring the bodies into the ring.
Okay.
I'll look at the potted plant.
Give us the one.
Don't go touching anything. I'll come back out.
You're not going to say more to the potted plant?
Just kind of looks at the body.
There we go.
Oh,
Nestles into the dirt.
we love him.
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
God.
God damn it.
Decomposition.
Oh, no.
In natural order.
Roots. One of us.
Freaking Bramble.
Bramble is the Porgs or the Ewoks, or
Yeah.
like it's the marketing ploy.
Yeah.
This is my Disney plushie.
I should never brought him into this game.
Fuck, I want a Bramble so bad.
A Bramble plushie?
That'd be
Yeah.
so cool if we started doing like big time merch. That would be so fun to make.
First
It could be like a removable plushie out of like a
Yeah,
pot.
like it's got a little little
idea.
stuffy
Yeah.
pot.
for it.
And place it right in. Oh, that's so smart.
You're a merch
Yeah.
Let's go to
person.
build a
Build a bear. Build
Build
a
a
bear.
Build a Bram.
We're just in Build-A-Bear, like, do you have any, like, pots or, like, anything?
We're just in the gardening section of Home Depot.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Home Depot.
Where's your stuffed animal section? I will then fly.
Yes.
Oh, my arms were getting tired.
I don't know why you had them up the entire time.
Course of 10 minutes pass.
Hold on for
And-
10 minutes?
Actually,
Yeah.
technically 11 because it's a minute
Oh my
plus.
God.
Oh,
10.
true. It's a 10-minute cast. As the 11 minutes pass, you learn a number of different properties. This is the most concentrated focus of necrotic power you have ever seen. If there was a point where magic was originally from within the necromancy school, this is it.
The Origin Stone.
The Origin Stone.
Ah.
Wow, makes so much sense.
The stone is in a false active state. It will eventually become dormant again.
Okay, I'm confused by that, but
So
I'll run with
they
it.
turned it on and it's on a timer?
Essentially.
Okay, cool.
How they got it active, you're not necessarily sure, but
You relaying all this to us?
Yes, I'll be open with all that.
So it's active but not?
Yeah, I think maybe with a certain threshold of magic, one can, like, jumpstart it?
This is a silly question. You can't tell how long this has been active, can you?
not
No.
necessarily.
If I had to guess,
Sincerely.
how long has Gregor been around?
100-something years?
The beam in the sky could have been part of it too. You're a smart guy. I think you could piece that together as well.
Probably smarter than Zach.
That adds up.
Another thing
a
starts
low
to
bar.
come to your mind.
Zach's at least a 10.
Another thing starts
You're
to come to your
definitely
mind.
not,
The soul gem was very clearly drawn to this. Whether that was an active thought on either inanimate object's function, or if it was just the draw of familiar magic.
Are they?
Maybe
Yeah.
next time you talk to Lunaris, might be a good question for her. It seems like this might date back to the creation of the gods.
Mhm.
Wild.
Bring it up at our next tit-a-tit.
Yeah. Next meeting, that could have been an email.
What?
Sorry, psychic damage.
It could have been sending.
It could have been something.
What is an anchor for the veil?
So we what?
What do you mean, like...
Tie worlds together with it?
No, the thing that's keeping the gods from being in our world.
You're all very much aware of the divine veil. There was a veil that was placed well over 4,000 years ago by the good aligned, as it were, gods themselves that shunted any extraplanar creature into the respective plane of existence
But how would
by making it harder for them to come back to this place.
that be the origin though?
That's just a thought, but if there's an anchor for every school of magic,
Mm.
a representation of everything, the origin of the veil.
I missed the professor already. He would have written that down.
He'd be asking better questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Wait.
Nesta. What were you going to say?
I don't know if I have it equipped.
Do we just have the same thought at the same time?
Are you good, Dad?
Yeah.
I don't. Fuck.
Well, we can always do it tomorrow.
Okay. Write down these questions. We're gonna figure out.
Write that down.
You're the one asking, so you may want to. The one
You have a pencil in your hand.
You also have a pencil in your hand.
You have a
I
pencil.
will write down the questions. Renguin, help me.
Yes, right
ma'am.
away. I love you.
Anything for you.
Summon Barrel.
Thank you.
Summon barrel.
You're a good friend.
Hurts every time.
All right.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Do you think we're done here? Should we rest at the mouth of the cave?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna wait here. I'm not leaving here with nothing. I want to try something.
Do you need company? I'm feeling good. An hour's rest wouldn't do anything for me.
If you want,
I'll stay with
all
him.
to stay.
it's up to all of you.
You gonna summon anything terrible that we're gonna have to fight?
No, but it's gonna be gross.
Excellent.
Okay,
I'll stay.
we should definitely stay.
I love gross. What do you got? What are you gonna like? Nah, never mind. I'm not. Gonna
I need
say.
to get my magic back first. It's gonna take a little while,
Like an hour.
like an hour.
Okay.
Is this to do with Gregor?
Wait a minute. What are you gonna do?
I do have a mace of his. When I touched it, I saw your face.
What do you mean?
I was gonna look at it more tonight, but if it's important, I can identify it now, and
We've got an hour.
maybe this can help you in your endeavor, your smash and grab.
If you think so, let's
Okay.
take a look at it then.
Yeah. I'll identify Gregor's mace then.
Are there any wooden materials in this near area?
Not immediately within the vicinity. On the edge of this mountainside, there weren't any trees when you approach. There are some across if you go closer towards the tomb, but you'd have to go across the bridge for that.
Okay.
You spend a bit of time identifying.
Mm-hmm.
You identify the Umbral Mace.
What's that?
It adds a +2 to attack rolls and spell cast rolls while you're attuned to it.
Is Gregor a warlock?
Let's find out.
You shook his head yes.
Yeah.
Additionally, it has the ability Shadow Armor. While you are in dim light or darkness, your AC is equal to 13 plus your dexterity modifier, so long as you are not wearing armor.
Did we just
I don't
find
see it
a
as an
new
item.
weapon?
Is it an item currently?
I haven't finished making it.
Okay, so sorry. Then I was just looking for that. Could you say that one more
I wrote it
time?
down.
You wrote it all down? +2 to attack rolls, ability of Shadow Armor. And what does Shadow Armor do again?
While not wearing armor and standing in dim light or darkness, your AC is equal to 13 plus your dexterity modifier. It's essentially a mage armor
Okay.
while you're in dim light or darkness, but you can't be wearing armor.
And it's also +2 to your spell check DCs?
Not DCs, just attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. Additionally, it has a number of charges in it for a number of different darkness-based spells. Again, haven't finished the item, but it fuels its own abilities.
This feels like it's meant for
That's got you
someone
written
from the
all-
Shadowfell.
It's got you written all over.
You are
it.
also given Devil Sight while attuned to it.
It's definitely meant for someone from the Shadowfell. Be careful.
All right. Reach out and grab it.
As you take it, it begins to morph and shift, and a elongated blade appears on one, and then out the other side, a dual-bladed scimitar appearing in your hand.
Come on now. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's so completely blackened, but as a little bit of light, just from Nesta's kind of energy, kind of
General
reflects off it.
awareness.
It seems black until light catches it, and it's actually just a very dark blue.
Good move.
Hey, Froggy,
Yeah.
take 10 minutes with this. I'm gonna give you Glenn's sword.
All right. I'm just gonna identify fucking everything right now.
That is a classic long sword flame tongue.
Flame tongue longsword.
It is as written within D&D Beyond.
Sick. It's pretty good. Though you
Longsword.
have lots of pretty good shit.
Yeah, it's not better than what I have, but it's fine.
I'm gonna begin getting undressed. I'm gonna take off my studded leather armor.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely better than your studded leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while in dim, once you attune to it, of course.
Okay.
While in dim light and darkness, it has the same properties that a dual-bladed scimitar would have.
Okay.
And I will finish building it and get
Yeah.
it to you. All right.
Might as well do the soul gem too then.
Identifying the soldier.
Yeah.
Okay. Spending some extra time identifying this item. This is a legendary item.
Okay.
Zach's already drooling.
With this item, you can cast Soul Cage at will. Again, this is another item I have not finished creating yet.
Okay.
So I'll be able to get that for you.
It's hard to make things in D&D.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
And to have it be functional. Like, I can
Yeah.
write out the text and everything, but for it to show up on your pages with all the buttons you can press, it takes a bit. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can claim a proficiency of your choice in any skill. That can then be changed after a short or long rest again.
Okay.
As you draw on the knowledge from within inside the gem itself. Additionally, it bears a special action called Soul Link. You can choose 2 targets within 60 feet of yourself and each other. While they are soul linked, they share each other's fate. Healing, damage, all of it.
Okay. 60 feet within self and each other. And sorry, explain the last part one more time.
They share each other's fate.
So
Healing or damage. If they take damage, the other one takes damage.
okay.
If they receive healing, the other one receives
So it
healing.
doesn't have to be self and one other. It can be
If they
these
receive
two want
bless,
to.
for example.
Then the other one receives bless.
Okay. Crazy.
If one receives haste, the other one receives haste.
Uh huh.
They share each other's fate.
And same
Their
thing
souls.
with like poisoning.
Yes.
And
The only thing and the other thing it also would share is death. You
Okay.
go to 0, the other one goes to 0, regardless of how much HP the other person had beforehand.
what about
Once your state has changed, the other person follows suit.
What about physical things like a grapple or a restrain?
Not nearly as much.
Okay, so
It's
things that affect like the soul
well-being and the soul, yes.
yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Do they have to be in proximity of each other? Or?
They must remain within 60 feet of each other. If they move beyond that point, then the link is broken.
Okay.
That's cool.
It also adds a +3 to save DCs.
Okay.
You just so your job was real low.
Plus 3 save DCs.
It's a
Nothing gives that
legendary
Fuck.
item. This was created by a very powerful necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
You all right there, Froggy?
Yeah, this is legendary. I don't know what else to say.
It was this close to an artifact years ago in my homebrew campaign or home game.
There's more research to be done on this for sure.
Keep it secret.
I'll keep it safe.
While you were examining it, you continuously heard the howls and whispers emanating from this gem.
If it tells me anything, we need to go to the vault next.
Yeah, I'm with you.
For now, I'll put it back in the bag of holding. I'll wait till tonight to make a decision on it.
Short rest achieved.
Yeah, short rest achieved.
Hey.
I'm gonna tag on an extra 30 minutes for this guy.
Sure.
You weren't short resting. You were concentrating on ritual casting.
I won't even short rest. I don't need one. I didn't take any damage in that fight.
Yeah, I mainly
Bad
just
roll.
debilitated you throughout it.
Yeah, I was just fucking useless.
Did you not use any hit die during the final surge?
I did. I used half of them. 14.
Yeah, I think everyone here used their final surge except for Zach.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel great tomorrow.
Yeah, all y'all waking up with a point of exhaustion.
I'll have a legendary
You'll get two.
item. I have a spell book somewhere in there. I might as well during that short rest look at the spell book too. Assuming it's the spell book.
Yeah, you just want to look through it?
I mean during the short rest I'll identify it and everything.
I will. It has a ton.
Okay. And during our break, we can go over
magical
what it
spells,
is?
We will go over it then, yes.
Sick.
Yeah, it's got spells from level 1 to level 9.
But is it straight up a spell book?
It
Nothing
is
else?
his spell book.
After
yes.
you're done identifying, I hold out my hand.
As you go all the way to the back, though, you do find wasting.
I'll give this to you. I will.
I know. Right now you will.
If you need it,
I do.
of course. There is good that can come of this evil.
Give me the book.
Will you give it back tonight?
Give me the book.
As it's in both of our hands, and I know you're stronger than me. Will you give it back tonight?
We'll see.
Okay. Fucking hate that. Give me spells.
And I open it and I start just page by page going through it.
Okay.
As we're just sitting there chilling.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually find your way to the wasting as well.
Is there any non-spell related things in this book?
No.
It's all spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
In towards the very, very back, like there were still a few pages left over afterwards. Going towards the very back, there were notes on new spells in the making. They didn't have names. They weren't finished. It was very experimental. There is a note in there that the dull one with the blade of fire gave me some inspiration recently. His new look is nice.
I know we'll talk about this more on the break, but are there any other homebrew spells besides the wasting in it?
Just the wasting in it.
Okay. What I will say, then, as I'm handing it to you, is I don't want the wasting in my book. I don't think we should get rid of it, because maybe we can find a cure by reversing it, but you take that page. I don't even need the temptation. And then I'll say, but I want to see the rest of it tonight!
After I go through it, I kind of pause for a second, close the book, and then put it in my pack.
You fucking tease.
Yeah.
Your
Gonna
short
cry myself
rest
to
is
sleep
had.
tonight.
Bodies have been tucked away. Items identified. What are you up to?
Well, wasn't Kyle's gonna do something gross?
Alright.
Yep.
Oh, true. Gross.
It's time. What do you got?
I'm pretty sure I know what's about to happen.
Yep.
Pretty sure I do too.
Yeah. Yeah, so the short rest, he's spinning the double-bladed scimitar around. He'll stab it in the ground when he feels his magic return. Take a deep breath.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Backing up.
You all might want to move back just a wee bit. And I'll change into Fearstalker form.
The shadows cloak around you, extending you into this new form.
I'll step forward, leaning over Gregor's charred body, and I'll lower my mouth and
Oh God, he's gonna.
Oh.
Did we search his body? Did you search his body?
Yeah, that's where I got the
Pretty well.
mace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making
Like
sure.
French fries in the oven for a little too long. The crunch of flesh, and then sinking into muscle, and then finding bone.
God. You said it would be gross, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
You navigate slowly, searching for something left in this body. Feeling it hit your stomach. You don't feel any different.
You ate him right over you.
Digestion takes a while.
I'll just kind of wait and pace around the room and knock the rubble from the thing that he destroyed. I'm just gonna wait until the polymorph ends naturally. If they want to
Over
stay
an
the
hour?
full hour, then
Yeah,
Just so you all know, it's not terribly late at night. It's coming to about, I would say at this point, it's nearing 10 o'clock at night.
what I will recommend to Nesta after it's been 10 minutes of your digestion is if you can tame the beast, maybe we should use him to fly out of here.
Hey, buddy. You got a little something on your chin. Just let me press that.
That was intestine.
Okay.
The smell of like burnt hair
No.
kind of hits your nose.
Okay. So gross.
And for a pretty one, he does gross things sometimes.
Yeah, that was something. Can we get on your back, buddy boy? All right, on the board.
Let's get on.
Okay.
Y'all hop on
Ride
the
Kylus into the sunset.
Mount the beast.
back. Some guys almost.
Back to Victoria?
Yep.
All right. Making your way to the mouth of this cavernous opening, you step out. Snow has begun to fall at this point. Light, no blizzard or anything like that. You can tell when the storm's on the horizon, especially Wolfgang. Nothing seems to threaten it at the moment. You, stretching your wings, take flight. It's two large, giant individuals on the bridge, kind of just watch you fly away.
All right.
Come back to that.
Zombie giants. We'll have to come back to that. Yeah.
You fly and fly
Mm-hmm.
before you see the town in the distance. Baronoff Tower comes into view first.
The music is still just like.
I like it. And people begin to gather as they see your approach.
Imagine they're scared because it's also what we didn't fly away
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
a fierce stalker.
It's fair, but they also know he's turned into one before. As you safely arrive back in Nekrovska. I'll be switching music.
There we go.
All right. Landing at the top of the Klofsky Wall, where not but 5 hours ago a wedding was held. A group of individuals rushed to meet you.
Bunch of named characters.
Victoria.
Bunch
NPCs
of
you've
red
never met
shirts.
before. Roll for initiative.
Glenn. Oh wait.
Sadness.
He is there.
Kind of.
In spirit.
It's in an alternate dimension.
Coming up is Victoria, who seems to be in a similar dress to what she wore for her wedding, but more of a casual design, something a little more movement friendly.
Little after party dress.
Yeah, absolutely. Cable approaches, as does the rest of the crew of the, as you guys have not decided on a new name yet,
Needed to figure that out.
the ship
Ship
formerly
name.
known as Snowbreaker.
Pretty good name. I mean,
It's up to you guys.
I have
It's
an
your
idea.
ship.
I have an idea. We'll talk about it.
Along with your mother, your sister, approaching as well, your best friend,
Brother, probably.
brother as well. Well, brother's been resting. He just got revived yesterday.
That's fair.
He was cut in half. So
He's wheeled out in a chair.
What a wuss.
yeah.
Get over it. You got cut in half.
I was bisected. Whatever.
Kind
You
of.
land. Everyone beginning to hoot and cheer and holler at your return
I imagine we are all in much more somber moods than they
Yeah.
are.
as you land, Kylus. You have a group of people who awaited your triumphant return.
okay.
Kinda.
Give my
Hop
sister a
off.
hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Find his mother and tell
takes
her what
you.
happened.
I walk out, give Victoria a very long hug.
Oh, she kisses you.
All right. Embarrassing in front of my friends.
God, what are you, my wife or something?
Kind of like looking around at the crowd, and then did you transform back? Or are you still a fear stalker?
I'm waiting for it to end naturally.
Okay.
So
Kind of looking around.
he tells me when that happens.
That's true. You're nearing like the end of it.
Okay.
I'll say for the sake of roleplay, you start to
Yeah.
come out of that form.
Kind of look over you.
Okay.
Well, it is over. Gregor is dead. The curse that has been affecting this land is over now. But
Cheers begin to ring out.
I kind of like wait a second.
The only person not cheering is Cable. Seems to be looking across the bunch.
Smart lad.
We are one short now. Unfortunately, the professor did not make it through the fight. Tomorrow we will be contacting his sister and trying to find his people's customs for burial. As there's a pretty good chance we can do nothing for his body now. Or for his soul, at least. This was supposed to be a joyous moment for us all, and while it is a good one, our curse is lifted, but for us it is hard. So I encourage you all to have a good time with what's little left of the night, and we'll go from there tomorrow.
We can discuss what this will be. It would seem right that Nekrovskian tradition, with the amount of death that can follow your people here, that there is a means of celebration that is joyous, but reserved to honor those who have passed. That celebration and levity can happen, but respectfully. And
So
it seems like something like that would culminate from this culture.
when we left the caves, it was like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So was it close to midnight?
It's
now?
close. It's closer to midnight now.
Yeah, I'm definitely not partying.
No party.
I imagine it would probably be akin to like a warm hearth, drinks, some
Awake.
food is served. Yeah, and you guys kind of sit and you recount tales of the person who passed. Something along those lines. Things you wish you had said. Things you wish they got to do. Secrets they had that they should have shared. It's up to you.
That sounds good.
Yeah. If we're jumping to that moment,
Unless anyone has anything else they want to do.
And I figure I invite the group and all of our close people to my house. And
Everyone essentially
Party Wolfgang.
kind of buddies up a little bit. Cable definitely connects to you. Just kind of, make sure you're okay. Your sister to you. Bartolomeo would probably check in on you. See how you're doing.
Good, thanks.
cold-blooded. Good, thanks.
I'm good, thanks.
I don't think he
Kindly
picks up on
fuck
that
off.
at all, and he will continue to comfort you.
Oh my
Just stands near you. Amazing.
Just slides in the frame.
Didn't you go to your gnome girlfriend?
His sister.
Is that jealousy?
I don't know.
Everyone
She's upset or
kind of comes
jealous
forward
or
to
what?
comfort and take care. For narrative purposes. Ringwin doesn't seem to have anyone who approaches, though. The person who would probably normally do that would be the professor. You all move inside to Wolfgang's home. A hearth is lit. Couches and tables nearby to sit and relax.
Imagine
Furs nearby for
food
blankets.
is served too.
Food is served. It's quiet.
Probably just bread and
Bread.
a little bit of stew or something.
Probably some cured sliced meats.
Yeah, something that they can.
Oh, charcuterie board?
Yeah, we have very
Oh, very
great
much.
charcuterie.
Prosciutto. Some strawberries.
Something sweet like a warm mead would come through.
I make sure to
Thank you.
like pull Rengwin in and like try to keep her with us.
Thanks, Wolfgang.
Of course.
Yours
She'll
is-
take a drink as well.
Yours is assistant after all.
She gets a little quiet at that.
So, I don't know how these things go here, but I'm used to telling stories about the fallen, right? So I can go first?
It's pretty ubiquitous with most cultures.
Yeah. When we first met the professor, I never told you this, but he kind of reminded me of my dad. So I don't know. I mean, I was drawn to him. He's a tall guy, a handsome guy. He's a smart guy.
I met your dad. Tall.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad is pretty tall for a gnome. He was at least 3'4". Yeah. So one of the first days we met him, I went through his stuff, and he got kind of grumpy. But then I made him a gnomish to common translation chart, and it was one of the first kind of connections of minds I ever felt with him. He yelled at me a lot, which sometimes felt good, sometimes felt bad. But overall, as time was progressing, especially in the past couple of days, that soft heart that loved, I thought was always in there, and it really started to shine through. Damn, that guy felt so much. And I thought he was just finding the way that his emotive self fit in with the chaos that was our group.
Yeah, that adds up. I just don't know how we're gonna figure things out now, or remember things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? No, I got no answers for you.
Exactly.
I can figure things out, but I won't remember things.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
We did just kind of wing it, really, even when he would explain stuff to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
But he
not-
would draw us back on course at least.
You try.
Did he?
You tried.
He
He
did
was
try.
training me in his
Yeah.
fighting styles. I wonder if I could adopt some of his tactical assessments.
That would be amazing.
I like the idea.
Battle pass.
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Maybe tonight.
Okay.
I mean, he was there for... Regwin kind of pipes in. He was there for me when I was first really getting my memories back, so... And when I transformed for the first time, he didn't judge me. When I thought he would.
Yeah. Kylus, you go.
I don't really, I don't have as many good memories with Phil as I would like to have had. But I do remember an early night in Voxstrom. I'm pretty sure he was a 400-year-old virgin. And I, being the good nephew that I am, well, I fixed that for him. I found him. No, not like that. Not like that.
Collective sigh from everyone around the table.
Not like that. And I never tried. I don't care what people might say.
We all woke up at the same time. Keep trying.
I found him a lovely halfling girl, and
Do we know this as a group that this happened?
No.
oh right, it was just the two of us.
I don't think this is ever officially spoken about.
In
Hold
case
on.
you didn't know, I'm an excellent wingman, and well, I really helped him because he's lacking in charisma.
He hooked up with a halfling girl in
In Voxstrom, yes.
Voxstrom?
Yep.
So you're saying there's a chance that there's a little halfling elf hybrid professor out there in the world, maybe?
Does that exist? Is that
Ooh.
possible?
Yeah. Half elves.
Ooh. That's
Cut to a kid.
Tactical assessment!
Commander, strike!
He's just got a toy stick.
So there might be a tiny little nerd out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know her
Because we're
name?
right here.
I had quite a bit to drink, and I was distracted in the other two girls, so I didn't actually get a chance to catch her name.
Cool.
But he did the deed. I'd never been prouder.
Do you really think he was a virgin up to that point?
I definitely think he was. Can you imagine anyone really?
Sure, he's a good-looking guy.
All elves
I mean-
are good-looking people.
And, present company excluded.
Oh,
But,
keep dreaming.
I mean, come on. 400 years?
He's very uptight.
Somebody had to throw him
Wealthy.
some. Somebody had to throw him some at some point.
No, I'm sure there was lots of attempts and possible opportunities, but I don't know if he ever followed through with it.
All right. This is going to be morbid and weird. We're going to try to talk to him tomorrow, right?
You want to ask him about his sex life?
Yeah, I want to ask him
We're
about
gonna
his
ask him
sex
if he
life.
was a virgin.
Hey, he'll tell the... Does he have to tell the truth with those kind of spells?
No, he doesn't.
He's not forced to.
He's not
convey
forced
the
to
truth,
answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
He's not forced to answer or tell the truth.
But he might.
I think we all know what the truth might be.
Do we just kind of want to let that lie?
Yeah, I think we all know. Definitely a virgin. Until yours truly came along.
Greatest wingman ever.
Very kind.
Right
Exactly.
Well, the
All right,
first thing
somebody
I
else go.
connected with him on was the stars, of course. And I know he was looking for that comet. Asteroid? Comet? What was it?
Meteorite.
Meteorite, thank you.
A green meteorite that had flown through the sky.
Oh, I just wish you could have found it before. I don't know.
We know where it is.
It's on the way to the vault.
I thought it's in the vault.
Is it?
I think it was taken to the vault.
His,
That should take
or
more
sorry,
notes, sorry.
her father confirmed that it was placed inside the vault.
Well, that's the move.
Be some good closure.
Yeah.
And hey, I know this is a wake, but I still think that sometime down the line, if he wishes to return, we can make it so.
We can try. I mean, that's why we're going to the vault, theoretically, tomorrow.
And people's sigils would come back to 4.
That's right.
Yeah.
My dad.
And your sister. Where's Cable?
All right,
Hey,
hi.
is the ship ready?
The ship's ready. It hasn't been tested yet necessarily, but numbers look good when going through it. Everything sounds all right, and anything that's shaken is supposed to. So
And hey, if we crashed, we've fallen through the air before.
I think we just throttle it, see what it's capable of.
I'm kind of all for that, but yeah, it's ready to go.
But wait, first, we didn't mean to cut you off. Your
Oh,
turn.
my
Yeah.
favorite memory is probably all of the knowing looks that we would give each other whenever you were doing something stupid
Aww.
It is true.
and trying to stop you from doing said stupid things.
Yeah. Much like my dad, you failed at that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I loved you for trying.
Your sister kind of snickers a little bit.
You're still here, though. That counts for something.
I love when he does stupid things.
I know you love when he does stupid things. You encourage it half the time.
It's a good balance.
Now, who do I have to help me balance out? You two.
You have us.
Oh, God.
You got Ness.
You're working double time on this now.
Dear God.
Cable kind of chimes in. Since we're sharing memories, he's stayed by our side when we were looking for a way out in Foxstrom, and even when we got taken,
All right.
he never left our side.
He was a regular Liam Neeson. In the Taken aspect.
That's a good bard.
I don't know that
Is that
play.
Bard?
It's a character. It doesn't matter.
But yeah, he was a good chap.
Yeah.
Well,
Raise his glasses. To the professor.
Phil.
Maybe tactically assess more often in the future.
Oh, I should drink one. One. Single one.
Roll a con saving throw, motherfucker.
Single one. Total of 11.
DC was 10. You're good.
Hey. Getting stronger.
Holy shit! There's a hair on your chest.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Bing.
Here, let me get that.
I just see like the 4-year-old version when he's getting waxed open. One hair though is enough.
Son.
It's one hair, but it just keeps going.
Ew.
What's happening? What are you?
Face paint and a red nose appears.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. This has
Right.
been a great and terrible day. Let's hope tomorrow's better.
Here's your honeymoon.
Thanks.
I'm gonna get plastered in your honor.
Yeah, you start finishing
kinda
with that
like-
sweet wine.
Yeah.
Over there,
What?
that wall that's got that picture on it.
Yeah.
Go over that picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, like, open it like it's a door. Boom! Alcohol.
Fireball.
All that
The
alcohol I gave you is really starting to come back around.
There you go, pal.
There's a top shelf. I'll fly up and.
Sure enough.
Sucker, we keep the shitty stuff up there. No one goes up there. Why would you need it up there? It makes no sense.
The opposite.
Swill. Swill. Swill.
All right, we need. Okay, never mind. Just do whatever you
I feel like you need to make an alcohol now called Soul.
want.
Yeah.
A great one though.
You are
Yeah, a really good
looking
Soul.
around the room. You're all welcome in our home. Yours.
Not tonight, you dirty bastard. Get
Yeah.
the deed done.
Okay, take it down. a notch.
Oh, not drunk,
Though,
you're drunk.
I did promise to sleep with you, so.
Kylas, watch the little guy tonight.
Okay, but I need that book.
I'm on it.
I got him right. Book.
I'll keep
do
both
you say
eyes
that?
on him.
I kind of like Wolfgang's kind of like walking away, and you say that, and he kind of like. I pull the book out, open it to the wasting, and then tear the page out, and then hand you the book.
I do a little bell kick.
As you all
And
begin
I put
to,
the page into my bag.
as you all begin to make your way off to your respective places of rest, Nesta, before you get to your room, you feel a tap kind of on the side of your arm. Turning around, you see Cable.
Hey.
Hi. This is a bit awkward. I was making something for the professor. A request that he had in case things went worse than they did. Well, I finished it, and he has in his hand this like glowing palm-sized red orb.
What is it?
It's a thermal detonator.
It's an explosive. He wanted me to make it with enough force to kill him. If it meant someone would take the sigils. As like a final precaution.
Well, now we know our sigils just float over our bodies when we die, so I guess I'll hang on to this for now. But that plan... Thank you.
Yeah. Make sure you're really far away from anyone if you use that. Or I'd rather you not use it on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do it to someone else.
I think that's probably what I'll do.
Sick.
Thank you. That was kind of you.
I don't really know who else to hand it to. But you've been a good one.
You too.
Thanks.
Is this safe to put in a bag or?
Yeah, it's an activation word and then you throw it. I'll write it down
Thank
so we
you.
don't say that.
The.
Just silence. Enough silence, it just goes.
The
Yeah. I'll get
Weather.
that to you.
Clever.
Um,
Thank you.
The word for it is final bang. Yeah.
he did have a lot of pent up, expression that
it is
needs
a
to get
fifth level
out.
He
fire.
did do it more than once in his life.
400-year-old virgin. Here we go.
It casts fireball at 5th level.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's what, 10d6?
Yeah.
Nice. I would love to find my mom and sister before I go to bed.
Yeah. You find both of them beginning to wrap up for the evening. Yeah, they seem to just kind of be chatting with each other, finishing off their drinks.
So, you and the warriors are here. Ilmirna and everyone else is still back at the hovel, right?
Mm-hmm. There are a few warriors who are still there.
Okay.
We didn't want to leave anyone fully defenseless. And some of these ringing spear folks have also...
They're so strong,
still
right?
behind. They are. Very much so. Very much so.
In that vein, I don't know how much people have chatted with you, but my friend Wolfgang had an idea.
I believe you ran it past her, didn't you?
Who are we speaking to right now?
My mom and sister.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
think you ran it past your
pitched it to
the sister.
the sister.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was
You remember that idea?
I did. I haven't had a chance fully to debrief Mom, but
What do you think of making this the new hovel hollow, Mom?
she kind of is swirling her cup around. The wall's nice. Reminds me of being underground again, which I definitely feel more secure in.
And we could dig out basements and...
I think there's a lot of conversations to be had, but I don't think it's off the table for sure.
I know what house I'm giving you.
At least for now, will you help bring everyone up here? At least in the temporary, it's got to be safer than underground, no?
I am the leader of Hollow Hollow. Of course I will.
Ilmirna, I know she's been a bit of an outcast.
I mean, she's proven herself more than welcome in our community ever since she kept our people safe.
And at the same time, I don't know if she'll ever feel fully accepted. If she wished to venture to Laminsa and spend time with the Obsidian Winds,
I don't control people.
but you'd give your blessing.
Of course. I have no reason not to.
You're a good leader, Mom.
You're a good son. She kind of rustles your head. Makes it shine a little more.
Hey, Mom.
Mhm.
Elsdrana, I lied to you a little bit back in Hovel Hollow. I saw Dad again. And he protected the sigil that he controlled with his life.
They kind of take each other's hands. I had a feeling there was something you weren't fully saying.
But I understand now. In the best way he could, he did everything he could.
Catches you as they pull you in for a group hug before you can to go away.
The lights are still growing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
taking a little momentum.
Alright, I'll go snuggle up with Kylus and read my book and do some transcription as I fall asleep.
You will all find your associated rest. Wolfgang,
Mm-hmm.
what type of an evening do you have?
Not a very fun one.
Okay.
A pretty somber and then going to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, does she put the moves on me?
She goes to comfort you.
Are you comforted by moves?
Usually.
It is.
I'm a man. Damn it.
She does initiate romance,
Yeah, I go with it.
but she is yeah.
Yeah, I go with it.
It's probably less wild and more.
Just deep and sexy.
Sure. Without going too
Like
in,
most
in
things with
depth.
me.
The fur just
Um,
moves slowly
I
across.
will require a percentile roll. Please roll me 2d10.
Oh no. Baby Wolfie.
That's what I'm hoping for here. I don't know how to read that. 23?
Okay.
That seems bad.
I change it every time.
Whatever the target is.
No, not.
Higher
Oh, yes. I thought you meant I change it to what they roll.
Amazing.
27? Exactly
That
what
was
you
it.
did.
That's what you were looking for.
You got herpes
Winner,
now.
chicken dinner.
Damn it, Foxtrot.
She's down there for a minute.
Yeah, that place is filthy.
Rest arrives to you all. And as darkness begins to take you over, we're going to go into a break.
I thought so.
Where we will achieve our long rest and level up to level 9.
Yeah, boy!
I would like to, while we're on camera, let's have everyone roll HP increases for their
Give it
associated level.
to-
Yeah,
Give
I'm going
it to me,
paladin,
baby!
You're taking Oath of Vengeance.
We're all going paladin.
Yeah, it takes
all of the
paladin.
vengeance.
Am I D8? Or I'm a D10, aren't I?
You're D10.
Your paladins are D10, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus my con.
D10 plus con.
Rerolls.
And I know yours is a little tricky, Brittany, because we're doing some interesting.
I reroll
D-leveling
1
and
through 5,
re-leveling.
right?
Huh?
1 through 5 I reroll until I get a number I like.
But basically,
If you roll a 1 or 2, it's
That's
a
an
reroll.
8, bitch.
Nice.
Give me 12 HP.
Nicely done.
actually,
Remember, you add what you rolled to the change number. It will
So roll
automatically
HP,
apply the
yeah.
Constitution modifier.
I'll do this in brief.
yeah.
7.
Nice on a D8.
On my D6 for wizard, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
I'll roll my handbrake.
Yeah, I believe you're rolling a D10.
Yeah, I think what we had talked about is basically adding 1 because she's going from cleric to fighter, and then rolling her D10.
Triple
Yeah.
digits HP!
Yeah. So if you want to roll your D10,
One level away.
and then we'll apply it, just so then people like to hear
91.
the numbers.
So good.
3.
Okay, you got a 3. All right, we've rolled our HP. We will go over
What'd you
what
get?
everyone's leveling up to.
Oh.
Over 50 now.
Yeah, we will be back here shortly to
91.
continue what the next day holds, the 18th of the autumnal moon.
Yeah, boy!
We'll be right back.
Wasn't there like a...
And welcome back.
And shenanigans!
You are
Shenanigans.
looking at a team of level 9 players.
We're all looking at their new stuff.
Yeah, we're still deciding
Yeah,
what
well,
to take for
looking at-
everything.
We all have new toys.
15 minutes is not enough time.
Watch
to
us
pick
just
the new
not
toys.
roleplay the next hour and a half.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
That's fine. That's what happened.
Vivify,
Yeah,
I
sure. I have
don't
a
know.
plus 10 to attack rolls now, so...
You have plus 10 to your fucking
Spell attacks,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Alright, I'm not going to deal with this right now. I'm going to roleplay, and I'll deal with this tonight.
Yeah, I will
Next week.
have to look at this later because I don't know what spell I want to take. Sorry, go ahead.
As
D&D,
dawn
let's play.
begins to come to you all, normally, the first person up would be the professor.
Mm.
Oh, God, you're a fucking dick. That's so rude.
Who would like to wake up first?
I guess
Kylos
I
always
will.
sleeps in, and he's plastered tonight, I'm sure.
Did you
Oh,
sleep
yeah.
in the ring, or...
Couldn't.
Okay, right.
Stored bodies
So
in there.
I was snuggling you then tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I usually get up and do meditation stuff.
Mhm.
So
I had crazy morning sex.
Excellent.
Finally.
Roll percentile dice.
By the time you acted like it was your honeymoon.
64.
Ah, so close.
Ah.
Nesta, You wake
A
up.
couple that no.
Round 2.
roll.
Nesta, you wake up in the morning.
Flirting, you're pregnant.
Where's it gonna come out of?
Oh, God. That's how deep you're made.
It's way worse than dwarves.
It's straight up Athena birthing out of the skull.
Totally.
No.
You find some time to yourself to connect to your prayers. You all, most of you, excluding Frognan, wake up with a point of exhaustion. Don't forget to mark that. You have 2.
2.
Yeah, what do you do? Is there anything in particular you would like to do? Anyone you want to chat with, or
I'm gonna try and reach
how do you
out
get ready in the
to
morning?
my mom. And
Oh.
I know. Shocking.
I wasn't fucking ready for this.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Um,
Keep going.
And I'm just gonna kind of go over what's happened in the past day and see if she has any thoughts about this, the origin stone. If she knows anything.
Okay. As you settle down, connecting to that divine spirit that you have felt your whole life, though always assumed it was Lunaris, not realizing it was your mother watching you this time. You find that tether of connection stronger than ever. Hello?
Hey, Ma.
Nesta. It's... is everything alright?
Yes, we're all right. Well, we lost Phil yesterday.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's, her will and all. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about this thing we found in the caves, and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about that?
I understand there are fonts of energy. Magic stems from many different places on the material plane. Divine is but one. There are 2 others. Arcane and a primordial magic. Something raw within the elements cultivates in the primordial while flowing almost like that of a river or the current in an ocean. The weave makes up most arcane magics. The divine, granted, of course, to those who bind themselves to someone of divine power and are granted boons and blessings as such. While I don't personally know much about this stone, it sounds like it's heavily tied in the arcane, more so than anything. I'm afraid I don't know much more than that.
That's okay. Just thought I'd check.
It sounds like they were around after my death, after I passed from the mortal plane.
It's possible. I believe the events that have happened here in Nekrovska had something to do with it.
While we don't have a large library per se, extraplanar entities know quite a bit of useful information. Perhaps I can source something out.
Thank you. That'd be handy.
While I spend that time, our connection will be weaker. My attentions will be elsewhere. But I have faith in you. You're more than capable without me constantly watching.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I could do?
Have you heard from Dad?
I've heard him speaking, praying. He seems well. Contacting friends, allies, wishing for your well-being. Find him soon. He misses you terribly.
send him a message soon. All right. Thanks, Mum. Appreciate it.
Of course. Anything.
Ta-ta.
TTFN.
TTYM. That connection fading. Who's up next?
Probably me.
Okay. I was about to roll.
Strutting.
Peacock feathers out.
Wearing nice fancy
Silk
robe.
robes, yeah.
No, I imagine you like a cat when they get poofed.
I'm not scared.
What an
The
odd
chest hair's like,
hole.
I'm not scared.
It's peacock feathers. That's what I imagined.
You could have just imagined peacock feathers.
I don't. That's why I was like, poof. So the Austin Powers way, like showing.
Oh my god. Just shaved into a heart.
So I'm more visualizing Ron Swanson after he gets laid.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing a red shirt and black pants.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your mustache? It's gone. 'Cause of
Friction.
Gross.
And mine is because of friction.
Freshly frictioned off. You walk about your home, your space.
People strewn about.
Oh yeah, it's like a party, but like the space isn't as destroyed. It's just people kind of sleeping on couches, laying on, bare rugs.
Do I have a staff here?
Yeah, you have people who
People?
you have people normally who would be hired here. I imagine currently they're not.
Okay.
You would have to. There's
go
new
to-
staff who needs to be
I
hired.
go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is there food?
Roll investigation check.
A lot. 20, 30.
You imagine the reason that cured meats were the things that were brought back out here is because that's pretty much the only thing that was able to last long enough during the slaughter that was this town. Most of the vegetables have gone rotten by this point and need to be cleaned out, but you do find a few things that are salvageable.
I make a charcuterie board, essentially, with these cured meats and whatever, probably like durable cheeses. And
Yeah, rations that are nearby.
cutting some of the shit off. And
Mhm.
I bring it to wherever the congregation of sleeping people are and
Mhm.
kind of just put it down.
Most everyone's in kind of the lounge space area where you guys held the wake as they begin to wake. To the smell of, well, last night's meal as well. Cable's one of the first to rouse, swinging down from sleeping on top of a bookshelf, landing on the ground. Morning.
Morning.
He takes a little bit of food and starts munching away a bit. I suppose I should get ready and start testing things, make sure everything's happening at the
Skyport.
yeah. But the thing, what's it called?
The ship?
Yeah,
I don't know yet.
I know it's only been 2 days, but
It's barely been one.
that's fine. I just wasn't sure if something was lingering in your thoughts.
I mean, I have an idea. I just got to figure something out.
That's fair.
We'll know soon enough.
Are we leaving today? Tonight?
Ideally, but we may push it till tomorrow.
We'll play it by ear. I'm
We're
still
all-
gonna just be testing things. I just want
Yeah,
to make sure
you-
everything's fine when we go.
You do all the tests. Maybe that's not bad. Maybe you bring Renglin with you.
Yeah,
Have her be your assistant.
She's got a wrench.
she does have a wrench.
She's pretty.
We'll put that wrench to good use. Alright, I'll see if I can find her.
Yeah. All right.
If you guys need me, you'll know where to find me.
Excellent.
He
Kind
heads off to go find
of
Ray.
go outside. What's it like outside right now?
Stepping out onto your balcony,
Mhm.
overlooking, it seems there are some ringing spear soldiers who are beginning to collect dead. There's been a couple of celebrations and a lot of just kind of putting off
Mm-hmm.
an inevitable part of recovery. So, bodies are beginning to be collected.
Okay. I'm gonna go search for Bart.
Yeah, you kind of wander around, check in a few rooms, open up another one. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
You see Bartolomea. No. Bartolomea and Elistrana.
Your fault. You did this.
I'm proud of my sister
Prank.
for following her passions.
Prank reverse.
Prank gone wrong.
It's passionate, all right.
I kind of like open the door. Oh shit.
They're just sleeping.
Still,
They're not
kinda
doing
like,
anything,
With
but
each other.
I kind of like oh.
yeah, they're sleeping in the same bed.
I knock loudly.
Oh, shit! Fuck!
I literally can. I know you are in there.
We'll be with you in 1 second. I'm naked. Oh fuck! Why did I say that?
I imagine you both are.
Oh my god.
Is it her or him?
Hello, brother. No, it's they call each other
Oh,
brother.
Dun, dun,
He slept with your brother and his sister.
It was a threesome.
It's not gay if it's a three-way.
That's
It's the
true.
golden rule.
With a
Even
girl in
if it
between, there's
was,
some leeway.
we love you anyway.
There's a no in the middle.
Hey there, lover boy.
Don't look at me and say those words like that. Your eyes are haunting.
Mm.
See this?
I feel judged.
Yeah, you are.
I feel watched. I hate this.
She's a nice lady.
I
She
don't know
can
what
probably kick your ass.
you're talking about.
Anyways,
That is inherently false.
yeah, I'm sure you will
She
find
can't
out
even
soon
reach
enough.
my ass when we're not going to talk about that.
Did you try?
That's
Oh,
that we're not going to talk about that.
Anyways,
Got a healthy prostate.
Hands.
okay. So, what is your plan
But-
to clean up the city?
oh, you're right. Well, I suppose I should get the lead out my ass and
Get something out
start
of it.
bleeding.
Your lady friend. Have you spoken with her about?
Don't know who you are.
Anyway,
Don't give
right
me-
here.
Yes.
I had spoken with her about staying. Has she mentioned that to you?
Not presently, no.
I want her and all of her people to stay. Elistrana! Whatever your fucking name is. Get out there.
It's hard to say in the accent.
It is.
She kind of leans around in a robe that is far too big for her.
How you doing there, Jamp?
I've been less awkward.
Feels fine by me. Have you given thought to staying?
My brother and I discussed it with my mother last night a bit. We have a lot of moving some people to do, but it seems like a good place. Safe now, especially.
I have spoken with Victoria, and we have decided something. We want to give your family her home. It's on the wall, 3, 4 houses down. Plenty of room. It's a good place for you to start.
Oh,
I know you are keen on being underground. It has potential for burrows and things of that nature.
I don't know what to say.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Good start.
Right. That's actually, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let me tell my mother, of course.
Of course.
Thank you.
I suggest that you and some of the spears go pick up the rest of our people.
That was
Bring them
on
back.
my to-do list today.
Excellent.
We should get changed.
Yes. Probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna go do that now. Yeah.
Take your time.
You
I'll
kind
be
of
right here.
I kind of like start to walk away and look back.
close the door.
Classic.
Okay.
As you begin to wander off to tackle your next form of business, Frogman, you begin to wake and stir.
Wow, that just cost me 1,600 gold.
Jesus. Good thing you're fucking rich.
I've literally just finished calculating that.
Did you have enough time for it?
It takes me 2 minutes per spell level.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm Order of the Scribes.
I forgot. I forgot your whole thing is like spell scrolls and boats. Jeez, that's a lot of money.
It's really not.
It's close to half of what I have.
Yeah.
I'm probably the poorest here because I keep spending it on spells.
You keep asking for spells.
Yeah.
So. Poor in money, rich in magic.
So yeah, I'll wake up. Wait, you're not right. Sorry, it's Kylus, not Wolfgang. And
Just smooth. Smooth and chiseled abs.
Kylus shave his chest.
It's very light.
Uh-huh.
It's just there.
A
It's
light
like,
bit of fur.
it's just a little bit on the
It's like
chest,
he
and then there's a
shaves it
happy trail.
with like a size 1. Like
Yeah,
razor.
yeah.
Just leaves a little bit of fuzz.
Yeah. It's fashionable, you know.
It's all the rage in Aramir.
Yeah.
Feel the wind across your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll wake up, and I'm gonna spend time with the soul gem, and so the bodies are in the ring right now, right?
Currently, yes. Both Glenn and Professor.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take off my brooch that can capture one's soul and use that mental energy to connect instead to the soul gem. And I'm gonna spend my morning kind of in meditation, reading over Victor's book, reading over my book that I'm no longer going to use as my main source of casting. I'll always keep it on me, but it feels weird to transcend from one grimoire to something more powerful like the soul gem. And I'm just gonna have a very reflective, kind of somber morning of feeling like it is my opportunity to come of age now. I have the capability to start dabbling with the type of magic that I feel like I was destined to. And I'm going to just be meditating upon the responsibilities of that and the opportunities that come associated with it.
Question.
Yeah,
You've attuned to the soul gem.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, currently my attunement is my Cloak of Protection, my Ring of Spell Storing, and the Soul Gem. I've unattuned from the Brooch and my Arcane Grimoire +1.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. +1 to a +3.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's really my morning. I'm gonna keep it in silence unless someone approaches me.
I know we don't have the item done and ready to go. A reminder, you can choose a proficiency in a skill that you don't have when starting your day.
Yeah. With that, just looking here, my first impulse would probably end up being, oh goodness, knowing that it might have a travel day, I think today, for this part of the rest, would probably be survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
During the evening, while you were resting, your dreams were filled with a half-elven man who lived alone in the woods. He had a dog, and he would go out and hunt. Catch a kill, bring it back, skin it, take care of it, feed himself. And your dream ends in more of a nightmare, where something breaks into his home and drains the life out of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna, when I wake, as part of my attunement to the soul gem, as I'm doing that, I'm searching for that man in the soul gem.
Okay. Kairos, you'd be waking up as he's beginning to come to an end on his reflections. As you look at Frogman, his eyes, from the angle you're at, seem like they're sunken in, like the hollowed shell of skull eye sockets. And he's just staring into the stone.
You're right there, Mr. Nand.
And as he looks to you, everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, you know, with power comes one's opportunity to be loyal to others. TM.
I'd say that those are wise words, but it doesn't quite click.
There's a more concise way to say that, I'm sure of it.
You might want to spend less time staring into a gem full of souls of other people. Maybe a little more time thinking about your witty catchphrase.
Okay. With great what? What could it be?
I'd say those were wise words, but it just sounded like words.
Now, do you think on that? I think it might take you quite some time.
Yeah. Hey, what do you see when you look into the stone?
Creepy faces.
Yeah, same.
What do you see? Yeah.
No, you know when you look into a fire
Don't remind me.
and you look for long enough and you start to see pictures?
That's not what I saw, but yeah, go on.
I don't know. Maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. But I feel like I'm learning the stories of those whose souls are captured.
Do you want the story of the souls that were captured?
I do.
Why?
I think this is the opportunity to honor them. These are souls outside of the will of Lunaris, outside of the will of Solaris, and anything that has a natural destiny. From what I'm aware, would not wish these on these people. And I think by studying this, I can seek out my destiny and honor the gods of our friends.
So they're an experiment to you.
I like to think that there's morality with it too.
I'm no one to speak on morality, but wouldn't the moral thing to do be to get them out somehow?
Yeah, once we go to the vault, I think we can. I mean, hey, if you had the power over life and death, if you were a god, what would you do?
First, I'd make sure I was the only one.
Huh.
But that's just me, Mr. Nand.
Okay.
You do what seems right to you.
Yeah. You're a good buddy.
Hate to have to kill you.
Certainly.
That's subtext for Rhea now.
Good night, Kairos. Most likely kill you.
Now, what are you up to?
I was thinking I'd start with a drink, and then maybe mosey around a bit, have another drink, celebrate a funeral, and then hop on a ship and wander off into the sunset.
Well, if you ever need someone to prestidigitate something away for you, I'm your guy.
I'll remember that when I'm not doing it myself.
And if he's walking away, I'll let my eyes sink back into the soul gem.
Like a moth.
As you look in, you just hear in your mind.
Yeah, and I let out a physical sigh myself.
It's comforting. It's home.
I'm doing good.
Yes, you are.
I'm changing
For the better.
fates. I'm transcending souls.
You sound like a literal villain right now.
No.
You're keeping everything exactly how it was before you got to stone.
All right. What are we doing today?
Preparing for the funeral, I guess.
All right. How do you prepare?
Contacting ma'am.
Mimi.
Ma'am. But I
I
can't.
killed my uncle. He's dead.
He's dead.
All right. Who are you contacting?
Do you have a way to message her? No.
Oh, I don't.
I'll do sending.
So excited.
I mean, actually, no, I won't.
What?
I could tonight, just not now.
I imagine we're all together at this point, right?
Sure. This scene's a little fluid.
Well, I think we could wait till tonight.
We're staying here another day.
I think we could use the rest.
I think we could use the rest.
Are there any time restraints we have? What could change with another day?
Yeah,
Just
I mean, our ticking clock ticked its last yesterday. So
The vault doesn't have a time barrier to it.
it's
The Arvalane?
They're no further off than they were.
They be traveling with her, so if she comes here, so does the Arvalane.
I've got no obligations now.
That would be good. See if we can get it back.
And then my only obligation is the transport and safety of my people to here, and then potentially a couple to Laminsa.
Well, we got a new ship. Why don't we grab your sister and your mom? And a few of us go pick everybody up. I bet you we can fit all. How many people are there?
In the,
Left in Hobble Holler.
Between mine and his.
between two groups, I would say you're nearing probably 80 or so people.
It'd be
How
tight.
many people can fit on this ship with it?
Probably not 80, but a decent amount. It would probably be like 2 trips.
But if we
You get one half and then do the other.
if we take a collection of guard, some strong ones, drop them off there, then they could lead a caravan.
Yeah. Or we take 2 trips.
If there's no time constraint, I guess that's true.
I would like to be a part of this. Your sister approaches.
Of
Yeah.
course.
You're the.
If you actually drop me off there, I can lead the caravan.
Yeah.
Kind of think the safe bet is we bring, myself and a handful of warriors there.
There are still those who are recovering and healing as well. I think
Leave
some of
us
the people
there,
who can't make the caravan.
bring everybody back, come back, bring the rest back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get to try out the new ship.
With time on our side, I agree.
It's like the 3rd time you've mentioned the time constraint.
I'm just nervous.
What are you nervous about?
I don't know. I haven't felt like we have time to spare in a while.
It's been since Laminsa, really.
Well, I've always thought we've had plenty of time.
How old are you?
117.
Yeah. It feels a little different when you're 40 or 37 or however the fuck old I am.
You don't know how old you are?
I'm 37. It was rounding up. It's not the
Very
point.
specific number.
I mean, how old are you? 117? It's a very specific number.
Got him.
I have a thing with the number 37. It's everyone's like go-to number in TV shows when they have to say a random number. It gets
Really?
brought up so often.
Huh.
Or if they have to say a time, it's always like 7:37,
I wanna see, like, a mash
5:37.
cut of it.
Yeah.
Definitely something with sevens.
Yeah.
I've clocked that with sevens as well.
Huh.
It is considered the most magical number.
Very
37?
magical number.
Well, 7. The number 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's that really great scene in Clerks.
Takes a sip of coffee with my 25-year-old ass.
Dark roast.
Child.
It could let in a draft. It could let in a child.
Okay, let's do it.
If there's a lever, can I pull it?
You want to just come
I
on
got-
the
I
ship,
got-
or you want to come with?
Sure. Why not?
Excellent.
Got dibs on the lever though. If there's one.
Of course. Just don't hit the wrong lever.
How drunk are you?
What kind of scale are we talking?
1 to 10?
10.
1 being the most drunk.
It's 10 in the morning.
Is it?
I'm a little worried about you.
Ah, that's fine.
Nah, it's fine. I'll give you.
Sorry.
Nothing like drinking and
alone.
flying an airship.
I'm not flying.
True.
Cable!
I'm
Wait,
flying.
She's at the tower. Okay. You.
Aye.
You. And me.
Can we do something with Phil and Glenn? I really want them.
Yeah, I can cast gentle repose on them and
Ship's got cargo holds. Let's put them in the cargo hold. You can do things to stop the decay.
No, preserve them, yeah?
Let's do that.
Right. Pop back into the
I
room.
would have said wait till we get on the ship, but okay. We have 2 dead bodies we gotta carry around.
I just stay in the,
The
ring.
ring. Hits the ground.
Pick it up.
Ringwood approaches as well. Well, I mean, if everyone's going on the ship, I'd like to come too.
Okay.
we might as well stay together.
Of course. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
All of our.
Sounds new motto. Aboard the action surge.
The action surge.
Ooh, I like it.
I like it.
Kind of meta.
A little meta.
Let's go.
All right. You guys make your way to Baranoff Tower, climbing to the top, going to the skyport. You see hovering in that space, Captain Avery up at the top, managing the wheel. Oh yeah, there we go.
Is that what it looks like?
Not really, but
Yes, it is.
it's a little more tech oriented.
Probably more like this.
No. Actually,
No spoilers,
that
guys.
that is closer to the size, but the look is very different. It doesn't have the rigging.
What is that, a ship for ants?
Was that a ship for a small crew?
Small crew ants.
Small crew of ants.
Avery's up at the top, kind of looks to you all, gives you a nod.
Captain?
Welcome aboard. Begins to descend.
How's your ship? How's our ship?
It's one hell of an upgrade, I must say. How y'all doing?
Fantastic.
As best as you can.
That sounds about right.
We're gonna go to Hovel Hollow. We're gonna get his people. We're gonna do a little bit of a ferry job.
All right.
There and back again.
Oh, it's down. I go back.
We're trying to get sued here. Come on.
In theory, in theory, if Cable's estimations are appropriate, we'll have this done in a couple minutes.
What do you mean a couple minutes? We'll get there in a couple minutes.
If his theory's correct.
Bullshit.
If his theory's correct,
Is there a lever to pull?
there is no lever to pull.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kailis.
I'm just joking, there's a lever.
Oh shit, there's a lever.
Would you like to do the honors, Kailis?
Say I've popped out by now.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. New attire. Wardrobe change. So much chest.
So many tiny hairs.
Yeah. And 2 giant burn sigils.
That's true. Kailis, we got a lever.
Yeah, right. I was told I could do the honors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You guys feel just the surge of energy that like wrecks through the space, vibrating underneath your feet. And he's like, oh, shit, foot, shit. He starts pulling a couple extra levers that kind of calm it down and
you almost
get
broke
it
it.
lifted into the air.
First try. Almost broke
Cable kind of jumps onto a rope ladder and climbs up top.
I still have this lever in my hand.
it. No.
No, you're good. You're fine. We're on and kicking. Alrighty, here we go. It kind of curves off to the right-hand side. He begins sailing forward. A familiar, safe speed, and then it starts going faster, and the wind begins to whip past you.
All right,
I'm
now we're
definitely
talking.
like king of the world action in the front.
Yeah, it begins to as things are starting to pick up. Some deckhands. Who do we got? Who's not dead?
Who's not dead?
Sim would actually approach and just rolling over to you all and gives you ropes with carabiners, essentially, and like it starts tying you guys off and just. I really recommend that you latch on to any metal railing. You'll fall off if you don't.
Thanks, Sim.
I've never seen him laugh before. That's insane.
I'll be fine.
Insane.
Yikes.
He starts tying you. He clips you on. All right, enjoy.
Doing
You're taking off. You're moving like 60 miles per hour.
my car goes faster than that.
That's fast in this world. That is the fastest airship in existence.
Hell yeah.
Not even a Dragon King keep pace with you.
Sick.
Nice.
There's 2 dragons in the vicinity.
All right,
Perfect.
flying off. You
Convenient
guys.
as hell.
You guys eventually almost took like almost a full day of travel takes like a couple minutes. You get there in probably 5-8 minutes.
Wow.
Cut our commute way down.
A little joyride before you guys begin to slow, finding a clearance of trees that you have located before.
You know what your next 3D print is.
Load
Settling
up, you wee
down.
folk.
All right. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Things went pretty smoothly. Okay, we'll check the engine just in case. Right. Car
All
rolls
right.
off.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Wrangle the gnomes. Come on, yip yip yip.
Bring out
Thank you
your
for
gnomes.
riding the
We'll get there.
Action, sir.
Action surge? Is that what you
Action
want
To
to
be
do?
determined.
Temporarily named.
name pending holding place action surge. All right.
Get in the chat. Tell us what you want the name to be.
Just hold a contest.
Name our shit.
Please name
Right.
our shit. I'll say for the sake of time, you guys hop off. You get most of the either sick, elderly, wounded, any that fall into that category. Some of the young as well. Anyone who wouldn't fare well on a trip walking, or just who needs attention immediately. You load them up, take off. Within 8 minutes, you're back,
Woo.
landing at
Crazy.
Baronoff Tower,
Amazing.
On a day's work.
dropping them off. Another 8-minute trip, landing, loading people in takes more time than the actual trip. Off
Amazing.
and landing
It's
again.
only like 8 miles away, that means at 60 miles an hour. That's crazy.
It's a long walk.
Yeah. Especially in the snow.
Yeah, and uphill,
That's
Both
crazy.
ways.
both ways, barefoot.
Oh.
So all of our dads used to have to
Yeah.
go to school.
Even my dad, who's from Petaluma. Oh God, I just outed myself.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That doesn't mean you're from Petaluma.
That's true.
Or we're currently in Petaluma.
You're not. And we're not. So it actually works out.
Landing, final
Probably
trip,
8
and
minutes
it's
away.
not even lunchtime.
Who wants lunch?
Forget this airship.
Apparently it's almost lunchtime.
You guys are moving fast in this thing.
That is so cool.
So we have basically the the throng of deep gnomes.
Yeah, you've collected everyone who was left in Hobble Hollow that was rescued or originally unpetrified.
Well, that felt good. All in a good day's work.
And again, it's barely lunchtime.
Love to see it.
My mind is blanking, Zach.
Yeah.
Your teacher,
Elmirna.
Elmirna,
Mm-hmm.
was also picked up and brought along with you all.
Right. So I'll approach her and I'll give her the lowdown of what our options are in terms of people are staying here. But if you wanted to come and find work in Laminsa for our guild, the Obsidian Winds, we would love to have someone like you, both you as a person and you with your skills, your magic, your caliber is sorely needed to make a difference in this world.
With everything that has transpired, and your people seeming to be safe now, I think I would like to take you up on this.
Of course. If you join our ship, I'm sure we'll stop there soon.
Like what?
I'll be ready to
30
go.
minutes away. I'll
When
be
you
there
all
soon.
are.
Very good. I think you're making a great choice. I can't wait for you to see the world. Have you ever been to the surface?
The sunlight does not agree with me.
I understand. We'll give you a nice basement.
That would be appreciated.
We're gonna go basement witch.
Sick. Yeah. It's
I
whatever.
think you guys
you
did
need.
want a magic shop, like in the basement.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Basement witch. Basement witch.
It'll be awesome.
All right.
Oh,
You love it.
That's
You love it.
That's
Modify memory. You love it.
Counter spell.
This is who I am now. Subtle spell.
So does she.
Oh, and they got into a wizard battle. Great. Great.
Staring at each other. With a spark through the oil.
11 nosebleed.
Right. Gotta get a sandwich.
Okay.
You've acquired everyone from Hollow Hollow.
Significantly easier than I expected it to be.
You got a ship that moves that fast.
Not bad at all.
Okay. Well. Funeral time?
Well, he's gonna call his mum tonight. So maybe tomorrow morning.
Or we hold off on a funeral.
It might not be fully necessary.
Here's hoping.
True.
Glenn.
Maybe he needs a body to come back to.
Yeah. Glenn. We're bringing him to Laminsa. And we're bringing the professor to the vault.
Yeah, that's true. We can just keep the body looking fresh.
Did you cast Gentle Repose on the bodies?
I sure did.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off those 2 spell slots.
I sure forgot to.
I sure did.
I sure. Suddenly southern.
Well, gosh, howdy heck. Name's Nesta.
I would love that.
Changed my accent once, I can do it again.
Okay, well, here we are. Do we leave now or wait a day? We're gonna wait a day.
Wait a day. We never get to wait around.
No, we sure don't. What kind of RP situations do we need right now? I don't think I need anything really.
My nose starts bleeding again from that meta.
Should I still call her tonight?
Yeah, I think you should tell
I mean,
him.
we still want to know, and she probably is gonna want to know.
Should I really be the one to do it? I mean, I really
Kind
just
of feel
met
like
her.
you more than anyone else.
She's your mom,
Yeah.
and her brother's dead.
Yep.
Hey, how did he do that?
I do what?
I was standing right there. You were doing something with that gem. Your fucking items were disappearing, burning up. You were like powering something with those items, right?
It's trying to keep the stone whole. Yes.
Why did he blink in and then die?
I've been asking myself that question since yesterday.
What were you doing?
I don't know what I was doing.
You're trying to stop the stone.
Yes, I was.
You were burning items. What else were you burning?
Magical energy.
What killed him? Because, like, Victor was there with you guys on the stone. Was there some sort of magical back and forth happening? Were you guys fighting in your minds?
No, he was using his magic to tear it apart. I was using mine to put it back together. And it was a battle I was losing pretty significantly. It's quite powerful. And then Phil was there. And I wasn't. And now he's gone.
Do you think he saved you?
I don't know. I don't know how he knew what to do or to put the stone back together, or if he knew that's what it would cost him. I don't know what he was doing or why he was doing it. I didn't know him.
We kind of knew him.
Did we?
I mean, when you fight next to a person, especially for as long as we've been fighting next to each other, a few months in combat is a long time.
I think he got what he wanted, which was to die a hero. Just like all the people he studied through the ages and watched go off and do brave and wonderful things.
Why do you sound kind of mad about it?
Because he's gone. Why wouldn't I be mad about that?
Is that what you're mad about?
I don't know, Wolfie. I'm still thinking things over.
Did you want it to be you?
No. No. That's not who I am.
You sure about that?
That's not who I am.
Because that's something a hero would do.
But I'm not a hero, Wolfie.
You sure about that?
It's quite clear who a hero is. And he's lying on the floor in that shit.
Yeah. Well, he is a hero. I don't know what he did. I don't know why. We're worse for it. So next step, we go to the vault. We see where these souls are.
And bring him back.
And somehow find a way to bring them back. Maybe we can find other sigil bearers. Imagine we're all together for this conversation. Maybe your dad's there.
Smoke begins to rise in the distance as a number of pyres are being lit.
There's only 3 sigil bearers left.
You two and your mom.
I need her to get into the vault.
Do we?
Unless we want to try and fight our way through one of those rooms.
Or fly our way through one of those rooms. I was under
She'll
the...
be willing to help.
Probably. And she'll probably want to be there. If it means saving her brother. And getting to see her kid again.
I have an idea. and I'm a little nervous to try it.
All great ideas start this way.
Do they?
No.
I don't know how much you two are gonna like this.
Okay.
This continues to be great.
Feel that we think it's great. I've been communing with this soul gem, and I think it has the ability to speak to the souls inside. Now, I don't know if it just has the ability to speak to souls that I put inside, or ones that have already been there.
How many souls are in there?
A multitude. I don't know the exact number. But I don't want to jeopardize anyone outside of my immediate family.
You want to jeopardize your family?
I think that my father knew what he was getting into, and if he was willing to sacrifice his soul and his life for the safety of this realm, then he might be willing to sacrifice a little bit more to potentially save others that we love. So what I will do is I'm going to attempt, and I don't know if this will be successful or not, to cast Soul Cage. But not to capture a soul. I'm going to try to activate one of the trapped soul abilities of Soul Cage. The Query Soul ability, where I can ask a soul a question to receive a brief telepathic answer. And I'm just going to ask my father, how can I find you?
Okay. Because of the nature of the stone, I would like you to roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
At advantage because you cast enhanced ability yourself beforehand.
Probably should.
I will say the DC is very high.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Guidance.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance.
Not necessary. This is a very temperamental die, and it did not agree with me this time around.
Okay. What'd you get? Oh. Okay.
Is that the greatness? Or?
I was going to cast enhanced ability on you.
As you focus in,
Oh, my next roll has been pretty good.
sucks to know what could have been.
Why would you mad?
As you focus in, all the screaming and wailing inside this becomes a cacophony. You can't source out a single soul. There's too many to sift through. If your father is even in here.
Does it look like you're strained and pained from this?
Totally. I'm not an actor.
I'm going to grab you by the shoulder, kind of like shake you.
He does not pull his gaze away.
Punch him.
It's drawing you closer.
Are you like doing this move right now?
I imagine what it is I'm trying to actually push away from it, but my muscles are straining and I'm incapable.
See, this is like the Palantir and
Yeah.
like Lord of the Rings.
It's a little more like fish eye lens as it's like closing in on his on like his face, and it's like extending his vision. His eyes are getting like really wide as it seems to be pulling and warping and twisting.
I put one hand on his chest, one on the soul gem, and I basically try to separate them.
Roll me a strength check.
Guidance.
Can't stack guidance, but
Double guidance.
Double guidance.
Wait, so no guidance or you not?
well, no, you just get 1d4, not 2d4.
Oh, yeah. You said strength check? Yeah. Let's see here. 26.
26, yeah. That is enough. You wrest the gem away from Frogman out of his hand. And whatever was drawing you in breaks.
Oh, gods.
Okay, he wasn't accessible.
Kylus, in that moment where it disconnects, the right side of his face, there's like this elongated smile, and you can see the inside of his jaw and all the teeth along there. And then you blink and it's gone.
It was a little too hard for right now.
Put that thing away.
Yeah, no problem. I'll hold out the bag of holding. Frogman's not smiling, only Zach is.
Neither is Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, you hear the...
I'll be careful.
I'll put it in there.
God damn it.
God damn it.
It may be a legendary item, but it is...
Oh, baby, it was cursed.
It's the wonderful thing about sentient items. They don't have to reveal everything during an identify.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, we know the general vicinity of the sigil, right? Of the
Vault?
The vault?
Are you right, Mr. Nan?
Yeah,
I
totally.
mean, you do have the person who can find it. It's what her sigil's about.
What happened just now?
I tried to search for my father's soul, and it was like a maze. I think with more careful searching, I mean, admittedly, this is a dangerous item, but with the proper care, we can use it and not be used by it. Frogman's not smiling, only Zach is.
I love the stipulation. Every time, just in
Frogman's
case.
not smiling.
Frogman's not smiling.
Okay.
Got a bad feeling about it.
Never
Yeah.
tell me the odds.
It's going great so far. It's been like 6 hours.
Do you remember pushing against me while I was trying to take that thing out of your hands?
I remember tension.
To be clear, he wasn't necessarily fighting you. It was like he got locked.
Yeah.
Like he just, like, muscles tensed up, almost like a seizing moment. Yeah, he wasn't like... He didn't seem present.
But in my estimation, it was... I had to use strength to pull that out of his hands instead of just taking it.
Yeah.
So from what I can feel, it felt like you were pulling against it. Or pushing against me to stop me from taking it while fucking blank-eyed staring into this thing. Yeah.
It was like there's an electric current in my muscles. I'll be more careful.
Not gonna lie.
Frogman's not smiling.
Zach's so
I
into
have-
this.
I think we have a title for the episode. Frogman's not smiling.
I have a warhammer that's good at destroying things. I'm like inches away from pulling that fucking
Let's
stone
not-
out of your...
Break the thing that Phil gave his life to keep whole.
Yeah, and Gregor wanted it broken.
So did Victor.
Once... I agree. Someday maybe we break it. But we need answers first.
Why is the DM laughing? That really upsets me.
The DM's not laughing. Only Dominic is.
He's very satisfied with himself, and there's not a reason to break this thing.
Give me an item that breaks things and not expect me not to break it!
Such a barbarian.
As a paladin.
Yeah.
I tasted it. I tasted the barbarian. It's salty. Okay. Let's get drunk.
Way ahead of you.
I know.
All right, here you go.
So what is the next step of action?
I think we're hopping on the airship and then contacting that night.
At the end of the night, you'll contact
Yeah.
near Varine.
Start of the night.
Yeah.
So we're just camping on the airship, but we're not actually flying anywhere right now.
I thought we were flying towards the vault.
You could.
I was
With,
saying...
with
we
as
would-
fast as this thing goes, it is going to still be a couple days.
I think we should wait till tomorrow morning.
Oh, right, we're staying here tonight, and then we're leaving that.
Stay the night.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
For regular reasons.
All right. As you all, for the first time in a long time, take a full day to not rush, to not move,
Ferry. The entire village.
to heal, to rest, not only yourselves, but a community. 2 communities who seem to be coming together. And as evening comes, we're going to end tonight's session here.
Nice.
We had a very long session last time. We're going to take this one a little bit shorter.
Good culminating moment, too.
Good moment.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you want me to roll a percentile die?
We'll stick
You
with the
tell
2 for
him.
now. We'll stick with the 2.
Yeah, you haven't reloaded.
Thank you all so very much for joining us this evening. This was a beautiful bit of a send off for this player character. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe they can come back. We don't know what the stipulations are. There's still a lot of mystery.
Just seems rough.
It's but I don't know. I loved the RP. I thought it was a beautiful evening.
Yes, it was a very beautiful evening.
I try to be. All right. Thank you so much to Narrative Universe for
Thank you.
sponsoring this episode
Yes.
once
Well
again. Definitely check them out. I'm about to take some time off here pretty soon, so I think I'm just gonna jump in there and just kind of see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun.
just to see how it goes. And I don't get to be a player too often, so that'll be fun to take a break from DMing. As always, thank you all so much for.
Next week.
Yes, next week we will not be playing the main campaign as my birthday's coming up and I've taken some time off to just kind of rest and relax myself. So we will be having a special one-shot DM'd by our lovely wizard gnome who will be running his classic unhinged
Chaos.
one-shot. Do you want to say a little bit about what to potentially expect?
Yeah, we're gonna lean into classic D&D with it. It is going to be a very traditional, like, goblin-y force played by our player characters invading a very traditional, innocent village.
So there, you guys are the villains.
Villains, Dogman.
Yeah, and so yeah, I'm hoping to, by leaning so far into the traditional, make it original.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. As always, we will see you guys here, same time, same place.
And shenanigans.
And shenanigans.
Good night.
Hit the button.